Stand up.
Labor to earn. We need to stop making issues out of black and white. Let's concentrate on right and wrong.
And now, our voices today.
Why are we led by our pride?
Hello. Welcome to Our Voices Today on WOVU 95.9 FM, Burton Bell Car Community Radio, streaming live from WOVU. There we go. .org. I couldn't hear myself, y'all. WOVU.org and the WOVU mobile app. Make sure you download that. That should, New Year's resolutions. I know it was on your list. Let's go ahead and take a moment and peruse your Apple App Store or your Google Play Store. Download that baby on down. That's what the kids are saying now. Everything is down. Love you down. But us old folks, we know that song. I want to love you down. Okay, I'm going to stop singing before Jay Williams comes in here. But do everything on down now. It used to be, up for the downstroke. I'm going to stop. Welcome to the program. It's Our Voices Today on WOVU. I'm TC Lewis. I hope you've had a chance to drink some clean, fresh water today. I hope you had a chance to eat some tasty and nutritious food. Hope you had good rest the night before so that we are thinking positive and productive thoughts as we move through, as I once again mentioned, the 5th year anniversary of WOVU. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's give several rounds of applauso. I think that's applause in Espanol. So we are gathered here today on this auspicious Thursday, the third Thursday of the month. Coming up, conversations about your rights, life and the law, from our friends from Legal Aid Society of Cleveland. Several notable names and wonderful dynamic voices here we're going to bring to you, just helping you rekindle your knowledge around legal aid, what they can do for you, etc., etc. So here we go. I promised our guests that I would be talking about the traffic. Sorry, I whispered as if you could hear me. The traffic again. I came up with a term. That's what it is. The new thought is I came up with the term for those driving weirdos. Can we say that? Can we still say weirdo in today's day? Why these people drive so weird? Okay. I give them grace because I think it's a part of this opportunity corridor still being relatively new for a lot of drivers around Northeast Ohio. So they take it slow and cautiously, I guess, looking out for police, not realizing there is really nowhere for the police to sit and catch you on opportunity corridor. Listen. Put the pedal to the metal. Not too fast, but just fast enough to get the heck out of my way. You know what I'm saying? So there's these drivers. Shout out to DJ Chris Styles, our wonderful music director. We were discussing this, and I felt relieved to know that I am not the only one that feels this way. These drivers, they go slow. There's the person in front of you going slow, so you're like, okay, somebody in the other lane is going to pass me so that I can get over and pass the person that's going slow in front of me. No, they are going to go the same speed or slower or just enough slow enough, fast enough so that you cannot escape. It's just really aggravating. I digress. But, let's all drive safely. When it's wet outside, you got to be careful. So I found myself, because I'm a speedy bird, and I had to stop short, and I slid. So, nothing of negative consequence happened. But I must take that note and slow down. I left 10 minutes early today, and yet I still run into those drivers, and they get on my nerves. But, everything that we see in our physical world is God manifesting as that thing in disguise. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of y'all. Love, 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 whatever. Get your driving skills together. Drive with purpose, LG Trotter. You know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, that's enough for today. Thank you so much. Another round of applause. Happy 5-year anniversary to WOVU. I'm just going to go ahead and get started with our scheduled program. This is another edition of Life and the Law, conversations about your rights, brought to you by our friends from the Legal Aid Society of Cleveland. Remember, if you are struggling with a legal issue that impacts your basic needs, such as housing, safety, or finances, go ahead and visit Legal Aid's website at lasclev.org. That's LASCLEV as in Victor, or voices like WOVU.org to apply for help. Or you can call the intake line at 888-817-3777, 888-817-3777. And if you speak the good Espanol or Spanish, 216-586-3190, 216-586-3190 for our Spanish speakers. Legal Aid's intake hours, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9 to 4 p.m. Thursday, like today, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. But I believe that if you called outside of intake hours, Laura Klingler, a wonderful communications extraordinaire woman, etc., woman of the day. Are we able to leave a message? Laura?
Yes, we do have that feature.
I think I was asking the wrong person.
Folks can leave a message and get a call back, but the website is the best because people can do that anytime.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, welcome back, Laura Klingler.
Thank you.
Tell us what you do at Legal Aid again.
Communications, what'd you say? Extraordinaire?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Communications extraordinaire. Thank you so much for helping us curate these wonderful conversations about our rights. So you have brought here with you for our listening pleasure a wonderful person from Legal Aid Society of Cleveland. Everyone, let's give it up for Rausienne Broome. Rausienne Broome, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and tell us, what you do as a part of the services at Legal Aid right here in Cleveland.
Well, I don't think I have enough time in the day to tell you, but okay, I am an intake specialist. I am basically frontline of legal aid. I am the person, or one of the people that you reach when you call legal aid. We're the ones who you speak to before you're ever even assigned an attorney.
Okay.
So we're the ones that take all of your information and determine if you're eligible for our services.
Okay. All right. So when you dial that number, 888-817-3777, you may hear the voice of Rausienne Broome getting your information. So let's go back. Let's start from the beginning. tell us, or I guess remind us, what is legal aid, and what is the purpose of legal aid?
Well, first, let me dispel the notion that we are not a government organization.
Oh,
Okay, we are a law office
okay.
with real attorneys. So basically what we do is we handle civil matters for you. Like you stated before, if you're facing any situation that threatens your livelihood, your benefits you may have, contact us, and what we'll do is see if we're able to assist you through those issues. So anything you have being taken away from you, be it like some type of public benefit, housing, or what have you, employment, contact us to see if we're able to assist you.
Yeah.
Our services are free.
FREE.
Yes, our services are free. So therefore, we do have to be methodical and strategic in the type of cases we're able to accept.
Okay.
So we're here to help the low-income families
Okay.
that cannot afford to pay legal fees for attorneys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't take every case, but we'll see what we can do to assist you with your civil matters.
Yeah. Do you know how many attorneys in total are a part of legal aid?
We actually have over 70 attorneys on staff now,
Okay.
and so that makes us one of the largest law firms in Northeastern Ohio.
Wow. And a law firm. I like how you corrected us or gave us that correct line of thought around legal aid. Not a government organization, law office, one of the largest law office in Ohio.
Yep.
That
Well,
hand-
in Northeastern Ohio. Yeah.
Thank you. Northeast Ohio that handles civil matters only. Do people, when you get calls, what do people say about that in that realm? Are they confused?
Often.
Uh-huh.
Some people know who we are, and with that, they tend to have over expectations of what we do.
Okay.
But those that don't know, they don't realize that, for one, our services are free. I have to
Yeah.
repeat that. But we do, like if you have a court case, a civil matter coming up, we do work to see, to represent you. We work on your behalf to assist you with benefits you've lost, or sometimes they'll think we provide financing for things,
Okay.
like food bank services, which we don't. So with that, we just have to let them know that we're here to help you work through certain situations that are barriers for you
Yeah.
in civil matters. And then some people think we handle criminal cases, which we do not. Neither do we sue.
Okay.
A lot of people come to us, wanting to sue people, so then we can refer them to other resources.
Now, suing somebody, that is considered civil, right?
It is,
Okay.
but often is, I didn't get my security deposit back from my landlord.
Right.
Okay, then you can take them to small claims court,
Okay.
and we'll provide you the information for that, and let them know that they can reward you up to $6,000.
So you have the information and the direction in which to point them.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we can't help
If you
you, at
can't
least
help.
can refer you
Yeah.
to another resource.
Awesome. Awesome. How long have you been with Legal Aid? Rausienne Broome.
I have been with Legal Aid over 3 years.
Okay.
It's been a great experience thus far.
Yeah. Did you do anything in the legal field?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
Legal
I come from,
experience not
Yeah.
necessary.
No, I come from title insurance background. But
Okay.
totally different world. However, I love it because I do believe to do this, you have to have a level of relation with people, which makes it easy for me to do my job because I can relate with many of our clients.
Right. Yeah. Rausienne Broome is here with us, an intake specialist with Legal Aid Society of Cleveland. For 3 years, she's been holding our hands, getting us pointed in the right direction concerning our civil matters, and the services are free with Legal Aid Society of Cleveland, probably all the legal aids around the country. And how many are there?
I don't know the specific number. There are many. in Ohio, there are legal aid offices that cover every county in the state.
Yeah.
Here, the Legal Aid Society of Cleveland, we provide coverage to 5 counties in northeastern Ohio.
Okay. Awesome. So wherever you are, at least in the state of Ohio, you should be able to find a legal aid office near you. And with that, we're going to take a break. The voice you just heard most recently, besides mine, is Laura Klingler, Communications Extraordinaire at for Legal Aid Society of Cleveland. And with us also is Intake Specialist Rausienne Broome. So when you call that number, 888-817-3777, you might just find her on the other end of the telephone. Do we still say telephone? I'm going to say it, the telephone. We'll be right back. This is Our Voices Today on WOVU 95.9 FM. Everybody say hi to Rui. Back in the back there. Hi, Rui. We'll be right back.
Don't ever quit, just cause the rich get richer and the poor don't get. Excuse me, but I get so mad. Where could we have been? What could we have had? Yeah, it's time to lose those shackles.
Are you struggling with a legal issue that impacts your basic needs, such as housing, safety, or finances? The Legal Aid Society of Cleveland may be able to help. They offer free legal services to people facing eviction, landlord disputes, debt problems, and more. Visit Legal Aid's website at www.lasclev.org to apply for help, or call 216-687-1900.
On Sunday, January 22nd at 7 o'clock p.m., the Canton Symphony Orchestra will perform Rimsky-Korsakov's Scheherazade, which is based on 1001 Nights, a famous collection of Middle Eastern folk tales. The performance will also feature a world premiere by composer Quinn Mason titled Portrait of Scheherazade, and a piano solo by Canadian pianist Shang Kai, who will be featured on Sasson's Piano Concerto. For more information, call 330-452-2094 or visit cantonsymphony.org. This message is brought to you by the Canton Symphony Orchestra and WOVU 95.9 FM, Our Voices United, Burton Bell Carr Community Radio.
Hurry up and hop on the Cuyahoga Community Express.
All aboard!
So what you missed spring semester? It is not too late to change your life in 2023.
You have to see it for yourself.
Need assistance with registration or financial aid? Not sure what classes to take? We're here to help. On January 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., you can connect directly with representatives at Cuyahoga Community College Enrollment Center, the Student Financial Aid, Counseling, Testing, and the bookstore. Whether you're a new high school graduate enrolling back in school to complete your certification or degree,
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
or simply just need advice on where to start, the Tri-C Enrollment Express on January 21st got you covered. And when you register and pay for classes, you're automatically entered into a drawing for one of $300 dining dollars.
Hey!
And if you can't join us in person, don't worry. You can connect with us at tric.edu/live chat or call 216-987-6000. For regular hours of operation, visit tric.edu/enrollment-center. This message is brought to you by Cuyahoga Community College and WOVU 95.9 FM. Our Voices United, Burton Bell Carr Community Radio.
It's time to make the short story longer. Yeah.
Welcome back to the program.
Stand for something in your life.
Can y'all hear me out there? Welcome back. There we go. What's going on there? I just can't hear myself. That's what it is. But anyway, we got it together. As long as you can hear me, my voice on Our Voices Today, I am TC Lewis. Welcome back. We are in the midst of our first edition of Life and the Law, Conversations About Your Rights, the first edition of 2023. Yes. And in the midst as well, the 5th year anniversary of WOVU 95.9 FM. Here with us from Legal Aid Society of Cleveland. I just mixed those two things in there. Keep going back and forth. It's okay. It's Thursday, the third Thursday. So remember, mark your calendar. Every third Thursday, we have a wonderfully informative and super cash conversation about your rights, but we're learning a lot. From Legal Aid Society of Cleveland, Rausienne Broome is here with us, intake specialist extraordinaire, and Laura Klingler, communications extraordinaire there at Legal Aid Society of Cleveland. Where is Legal Aid? Are we walking? Are we walking into Legal Aid at all yet?
Currently, we're not really open for walk-ins. Mm-hmm. However, if you come into the office, we do have cards that you can fill out, and an intake specialist will call you back to complete intake with you.
Okay. And then prior to COVID, were we walking in? We were able to do that?
Yeah. We were every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But now you can, your best bet, though, is to go online if you can.
Correct.
LASCLEV.org. LASCLEV.org to reach Legal Aid's intake form on their website. You fill that out. Someone will give you a call back. What if you need legal aid help and you don't have a phone?
You can come into the office.
That's right. What's the address?
Our address in Cleveland, downtown Cleveland, is 1223 West 6th Street.
Okay. 1223 West 6th. Everyone write that down. Let me turn this up. Yes. All right. So Rausienne Broome is our intake specialist and guest voice of the hour with Laura supporting. Rausienne, you're from Cleveland.
I am.
Yeah. You said you grew up on the east side in this area?
I did. I grew up right around 116th.
Well, yeah, 116th. Yes. And have you ever had a legal issue that was a civil matter?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, what was the process, and was it was it more difficult than going through legal aid? But I guess maybe you can give us an idea of how many people, or how people, well, we talked about this, how people can apply. You can call the number, go to the website, walk in and fill out the intake card. Let's talk about advice clinics.
Sure.
Let's go there. What are advice clinics? Can we get advice? Is it like Dear Abby?
So our advice
clinics, get the winning lottery number.
Those are like a great alternative for those who are eligible and those who are not eligible for our services. Okay. It gives them an opportunity to speak to an attorney in person to gain some advice and direction on their civil matter. Mm-hmm. And these are usually hosted in our communities, sometimes at libraries, community centers. And what it is we have attorneys on staff there.
At the clinic.
At the clinics. Mm-hmm. To answer your questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
When's the next clinic?
The 21st.
Yeah, we have one coming up this Saturday, the 21st of January. That one is on the west side. It's at the Carnegie West branch of the Cleveland Public Library. Mm-hmm. So it's over in the Ohio City neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And that's this Saturday, the 21st, starting at 10 a.m.
Okay.
And then we have some February advice clinics over on the east side. We have one on Saturday, February 4th. That one is at the Warrensville Heights branch of the Cuyahoga County Public Library.
Okay.
And then we have one the following Saturday, February the 11th, and that one is at the Glenville branch of the Cleveland Public Library.
Okay.
So those are the immediate coming up clinics that are on the calendar. But we have a full calendar that folks can access on our website. Mm-hmm. Again, you've been saying it, but it's LASCLEV.org. clevelandpubliclibrary.org. And we have an events button that people can click on to see our full calendar of clinics.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you for that. So the 21st, and then some dates in February, I can't remember, but the 21st at Carnegie West branch of the Cleveland Public Library. Later on, Warrensville branch of the Cuyahoga County Public Library. And then after that, one at the Glenville branch of the Cleveland Public Library. Y'all like being at the library, huh?
We sure do. We have a great relationship with our library systems.
Yeah. And you know, and we go to libraries for information. Why not get legal advice as well? And so we're able to sit with real attorneys and get our questions answered. Like as one question, I think I wrote to you about this, Laura, about a person who had some issues. No, that was something different about their home. This is a new story. There's a person who had an water damage to their home, and the insurance company sent some people out to dry it up, like clear up the water. And the contractor said, we can't go any further because you have mold here. And so this is a separate person. The insurance, the people who were sent by the insurance company failed to acknowledge the mold. So then when the contractor came, they said, we can't do any work. So this person, the homeowner, is kind of wondering, what can I do? Because I have insurance. They're saying this mold isn't covered, but they didn't tell me that there was mold there. This may be too muddy of a situation for y'all to handle right now. But is that something, perhaps, maybe something in there where legal aid can kind of step in and give some sort of guidance?
I definitely would advise them to contact us because before we can do anything to even delve into the situation, we first always have to determine eligibility.
Right.
Right. So we have to determine if you are eligible for our services. Which would you like me to go into the eligibility?
Yes, I did write that down.
So eligibility is based on the household income as well as number of people in the home. Mm-hmm. And since our services are free to low-income families, you do have to meet a certain income guideline to be eligible for our services. It's not a cookie-cutter guideline number because it varies based on all the income in the home and the number of people, including minors and adults. Okay. So based on all of that would determine income eligibility. But we also have to determine if you have assets. Okay. And if your assets exceed our acceptance guidelines, we wouldn't be able to assist you.
Yeah, so maybe not. But that would be considered a civil matter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we need to seek an attorney outside of the scope of legal aid, perhaps, if
you're not eligible for our services. Yes.
Thank you, Rausienne Broome. She is getting me together. How many people typically access legal aid in a given period of time?
Well, I mean, we do a lot of intakes. Rausienne knows. She's on the front line.
She's like 1 million.
We do a lot of intakes. We certainly get more requests for help than what we're able to provide.
Right.
And, some of those requests might not be appropriate. Some of them might be over income, or some of them might be, not issues that we handle. But for those that do meet our criteria, we do get more requests than what we're able to take on. But last year we served almost 22,000 folks through about 8,000 legal cases. Okay. So we do a pretty high volume. But again, our resources are limited, and there is a lot of need. So we do always have to kind of use our guidelines, like Rausienne mentioned, be strategic and thoughtful and systematic about the types of cases that we do accept.
Okay. When you say resources are limited, How does legal aid, where does it get its funding? How is legal aid supported?
A lot of different sources. We have a robust group of individuals from the community that make donations to support our organization. We get grants. We have corporate support. We have some support from the Legal Services Corporation. So lots of different sources. We do have a robust team working to raise funds for the organization, but we are especially grateful for all of our individuals and community partners that help support our work.
So is this a myth or a truth or a fact or a fiction? Legal aid attorneys work for free.
Legal aid attorneys are paid. We pay them for the work that they do.
Okay.
But we do not charge clients.
Right.
So the clients receive services for free. But legal aid attorneys, like Rausienne said, are real attorneys. They are, they've passed the bar exam, and they are paid for their work.
Interns.
Right. They're not. Yeah.
Not like
they're not in training. They
Right.
are legit attorneys.
Okay, legit attorneys. Don't you love it when you go to the doctor and they say, "Oh, here's my resident learning. They're going to do all your surgery on your eyeball." No, thank you. So we don't have to deal with that. And legal aid, legit attorneys. I like that word, legit. Too legit to quit. You know what I'm saying? Laura Klingler putting it down. But MC Hammer is not an attorney.
Don't think so.
And at least not one at Legal Aid Society of Cleveland. All right, so 70 attorneys on staff to help you with your civil matters if you are income qualified, to find out if Legal Aid can help you in your issue, whether it be housing, employment, benefits, domestic safety, or any other fundamental lead. We're going to keep repeating this. Visit the website, lasclev.org, or call 888-817-3777 during intake hours, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 4, and Thursdays from 9 to 2. So you can go ahead. It's okay. You can leave the radio on, but pick up the phone and call if you need some help. 888-817-3777. And if you speak Spanish, 216-586-3190. Should probably say that number in Espanol. Well, I'll get there. So Rausienne Broome, at this point, our favorite intake specialist. You've been there for 3 years with Legal Aid Society of Cleveland. You take them through the intake process. So I pick up the phone, or I fill out the form online, or I come in to 1223 West 6th and fill out the card. What happens after that?
Well, let's start with the online.
Okay.
So you submit your application online. We call you. And now we have the option. You actually have the option of picking a callback time.
Okay.
And we'll call you at that time. And if we don't reach you the first time, we'll wait and give you some time, and then we'll call you back. Once we get you on the line, we'll begin to ask you a series of questions, even though you've already entered some of the information through the online, but it doesn't get all of the information.
Right.
So it's an application, as if you were sitting in front of me and we're filling it out, only I'm doing it for you over the phone.
Right.
I get this information from you, and depending on what your situation is, it'll dictate the following series of questions after I determine eligibility.
Okay.
So I have to ask you your name, address, and all those things, all your contact information, then your household information. And if you're eligible, then there's another list of questions pertaining to your particular situation.
Okay.
And from that point, that is how we're able to determine if we're able to accept your case or not.
Yeah.
It's questions we have to ask. And if it's found that you are eligible and your case is one that we can accept, we then forward it on for further review to our attorneys.
Okay. Okay, so that was online.
Mm-hmm.
So if we call,
If you call, you have a couple options if you call, because sometimes, depending on when you call, and if the wait is long, it will give you the option to request a callback.
okay,
And so if you take that option, we'll call you back, you answer, and then we'll let you know, hi, this is Legal Aid, return the callback that was requested. And then you get to tell us what it is you need from us, and we do the same thing. Just answer the questions, get the information from you, and go from there.
Yeah.
And if your case is accepted, we then have to send you some type of release. You're giving us authorization to review your case and work with you on this.
So what kind of documents might we need if we are in this process of, if our case gets accepted? This is probably
Very broad.
yeah.
Depends on what you're...
It just depends. Man, you should be an attorney. Because that's what, every time I ask you, an attorney, legal aid attorney, a question, they say, well, it just depends.
So-
But it does, because the law is specific to specific situations, and the specifics of situations vary.
So say if it's a housing case and
Okay.
you've been served eviction.
Mm-hmm.
If your case is accepted, we'll send you that release, and you'll need to sign the release. And we also send you this citizen attestation form, which basically states that you are a citizen of the U.S. and you understand the information that we're requesting from you. Then we'll need you to send that signed document back to us, along with any documentation you've received or have kept pertaining to the eviction. Like, people keep text messages because we're in a
Right.
techie age now, where landlords communicate with their tenants via text. So people print out the text and send that in to us. If you have a copy of your lease, if you've been served a notice, a complaint and summons from court, send us that documentation so we can review all of this information and better prepare for your case.
Open your mail, hold on to it.
Keep it.
Keep all your documents.
Yes.
Yeah, and sometimes it's good to keep a diary, because even that can be used in court sometimes. Like if you just, or a journal, excuse me.
Yes. You hear all through your life, never sign anything without reading it.
Yeah.
So important.
Okay.
Lease agreements,
Yeah.
read them before you sign them. Because often when you get that eviction notice, they'll have a totally different lease agreement in the eviction, the summons, from what you originally signed.
Oh.
So you need to keep those documents. Keep your original lease. Anything that you sign, make sure you get a copy of it and keep it.
What's the issue people call most about, would you say? Is it eviction?
Bankruptcy.
Bankrupt? Oh, what? Wait a minute.
Didn't see that one coming.
No. Okay. What's bankruptcy?
Bankruptcy, this is recourse people take when they're facing debt and they want to rebuild, basically.
Right.
We only can assist you with Chapter 7, with filing Chapter 7.
Okay.
And that's like credit card debt, someone suing you, a creditor is suing you. And again, you have to go through eligibility. You have to meet a criteria for that.
Right.
But bankruptcy is a major one. Housing. Housing. And unfortunately, divorce.
Okay.
Major one. And even with divorce, we can assist with you filing a divorce on your own.
Okay.
But we'll assist you through the whole process. So, like, if you don't have any assets together, any children together, those are the easy ones. There are some cases in which we will assist, if there are other things involved. But, yeah, those are, like, the three that I know that are very common. Bankruptcy,
housing, and divorce. Okay. So, wow, that's interesting. I wouldn't think of legal aid when I don't think about getting a divorce, but, in that realm of ending a marriage. Okay. What if you are a non-citizen? Are you able to access legal aid services?
And again, if you're
depends.
not, it depends on
y'all should sell T-shirts. Welcome to legal aid. It depends.
If you have no status, like you just came here, you probably not.
Yeah.
But if you at least have a green card, some type of visa, you may be eligible.
Yeah. Okay. What's the busiest time of day at Legal Aid? Like, when's the best time to call? Like, if we call, what time y'all open? 9?
9 o'clock.
Should we call right at 9 o'clock
Yes.
in 1 second? Yeah.
9 o'clock, yes. We have people in the queue already at 9 o'clock.
So we need to call at 8.
Yeah, and you can get a call back. More than likely, if you call like close to our opening time and the wait is long, you can request a call back.
Man, so how many intake specialists are at Legal Aid? You said you have, did we say this on the air? There's 3 people just to handle the online. That must have been off air.
That was off air. We have about 12 of us, I believe. It's about 12 of us. And we multitask.
Yeah.
If we're doing the online, we can jump in the queue. If we're doing we just multitask. We handle it.
Yeah, you just get it done.
Yeah, we get it done.
Okay.
But we do have someone to service every aspect of contacting Legal Aid.
That's another T-shirt. Legal Aid Society. We get it done if you're income eligible. And it's free. At Legal Aid Society, we are free. So remember, everyone, free legal help with civil matters for those who are income qualified. If you have an issue around housing, bankruptcy, divorce, also educational situations, benefits, Social Security, food stamps, some health care, also the realm of health care, anything you probably can think of that impacts your life, like your daily life. Legal Aid, if you're having an issue with it, Legal Aid probably and may be able to help you. That number, once again, 1-888. Yes, you can dial a 1 first. You don't have to anymore, but we can. 888-817-3777. 888-817-3777. Rausienne Broome is here. Intake specialist extraordinaire. I gotta come up with another word, but that's a good one. Intake specialist extraordinaire. We're having a good time here on the this first edition 2023 of Life and the Law, conversations about your rights. You have a right to legal assistance. Laura Klingler, communications extraordinaire, also here. Everyone say hi to Rui in the background. Hey, Rui. We'll be right back. This is Our Voices Today on WOVU 95.9 FM. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
How will we ever know if we were never taught or told to never stop fighting? Don't ever quit just 'cause the rich get richer and the poor don't get.
Hey, 2023 is here and it's time for those New Year's resolutions. Maybe you want to get into better shape. Maybe you want to start a new career, connect with old friends, or go back to school. Getting connected to the internet can help you keep those New Year's resolutions this year. We all know how expensive home internet and computers can be, but thanks to the digital navigators, it doesn't have to be that way. Call 216-307-6990 today to meet your digital navigator. They'll help you find plans and devices that fit your budget and connect you to free training and support. Call the Digital Navigators right now and keep those New Year's resolutions. 216-307-6990. This message is brought to you by the Greater Cleveland Digital Navigators and WOVU 95.9 FM. Our Voices United, Burton Bell Carr Community Radio.
10th annual.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen.
10th annual.
It's time for the 10th annual Celebrity Soup for the Soul fundraiser. Grab your spoons, your bread, and your appetite, and meet us on Saturday, February 25th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn, 700 Beta Drive in Mayfield Village. This fabulous fundraiser will be hosted by
Now time to kick it with Kenny Crumpton
and
Danita Harris.
Soup for the Soul 2023 will fill you up with deliciously prepared soups served up piping hot.
So good and tasty.
By some of Cleveland's finest. Dishing out the delectables will be the folks from J Honda Auto Group, Skylar Ray's Culinary Service, along with Chef Eric Wells, Yvonne Porter of Hope Haven, Kevin Chill Heard, WOVU's General Manager Jay the Gospel Kid, Sam Silk, Mark Lyons, and Nathan Landry. The fun doesn't stop there. After filling your belly, get your groove on with a live concert featuring jazz artist Kofi B, straight out of Akron. A silent auction, door prizes, raffle, music, food, friends, and fun, all in support of the families and children of Strengthening Our Students, nonprofit organization whose mission is to enrich lives through education, life skills, and innovative programs. Meet us Saturday, February 25th at the Hilton Garden Inn, 700 Beta Drive, from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, visit strengtheningourstudents.com or call 216-374-6452. Soup for the Soul is sponsored by Morgan Lennon's, RPM, Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen, the AKA Team, Burton Bell Car Development, J Honda Auto Group, Hilton Garden Inn, Nexter Media Group, Redina Associates of Cleveland, Jack Entertainment, Code M Magazine, and WOVU 95.9 FM. Our Voices United, Burton Bell Car Community Radio.
It's time to make the short story longer. Yeah. Stand up, my people. Stand for something in your life. Stand up, my people.
Welcome back. We are rounding out this edition of Conversations About Your Rights. Life and the Law. I got that backwards. Life and the Law. Conversations about your rights with our friends from Legal Aid Society of Cleveland. Featured voices here with us today. Intake specialist extraordinaire, the traffic controller, the conduit to it all, connecting you with potential legal help if you are income qualified. All free services at Legal Aid Society. Rausienne Broome is one of the wonderful voices that you will hear when you call the telephone number 888-817-3777, 888-817-3777, or she may be the one following up on your online query, or she may be calling you back when you call at noon when it's a really busy, long hold times. You request a call back. Rausienne Broome may be the one giving you make sure you pick up the phone. How do we know? Does Legal Aid on the caller ID? Does it say Legal Aid Society of Cleveland?
Unfortunately, it does not. It's just a 800 number that people often ignore.
Yeah, bill collectors. You want a new car warranty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a lot of calls from the Red Cross because I have the universal blood type. Sometimes they call so often. Anyway, I'm going. And Legal Aid can't help with that, but they can take your call and find out what's your issue. Is it housing? Is it bankruptcy? Is it public school stuff? A number of things. Divorce. What about marriage? Does Legal Aid help with some marriage? I don't know, getting married or something? I don't know. No. What about immigration? We kind of talked a little bit about non-citizens.
So with immigration, we have some people that are here in the States and they're on a green card and maybe it's going to expire, and they want to become a citizen, a full-time citizen.
Okay.
So we take them through intake, and since they are a green card holder, we'll get the information from them, and given that most likely they're eligible, they'll then be scheduled for an immigration clinic. And that's when we have all those that have been proven eligible come for that set date. It's like to help them prepare to take the citizenship test.
Oh, okay.
And, and just to help them become naturalized citizens.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, and we have a naturalization clinic scheduled for April, and the information about that is on our website. So that is the next one that we have coming up.
Okay. A naturalization clinic happening in April. Go to the website lasclev.org. So we really want to get across that legal aid is free for those who are income qualified. And if you don't meet the income qualification, then you got to seek help elsewhere. But you can always, maybe not always, but I'm going to say it and they're going to correct me if I'm wrong. You can always call legal aid for a little bit of advice or even to understand the legal process of things.
So to a degree. So if you call us, you're going to reach an intake specialist. Right. And the intake specialist, we are not attorneys. Therefore, we are unable to provide you with any advice. Okay. However, advice may be slightly different from information.
Okay.
So say you're a tenant and you live in a house and it has unacceptable conditions.
Yes.
Say you try to get your landlord to make some repairs. We can then offer you information on what your rights are and what process and steps you can take in an attempt to resolve this issue.
Okay. Oh,
So
cool.
that's not necessarily advice. It's just information.
Yes. You have to be careful with your language concerning the law. Information, not advice, not necessarily advice. You'll get the advice if you proceed beyond the intake process and get your case accepted. Then we'll consider that advice.
Right. Or go to one of our clinics.
Or go. You can get advice at the brief advice clinics. Whew, they are running me ragged here. But if they're like, is it taking up too much of the intake specialist time for us to call if we just have like a question of like how does I don't know. How does any legal process work?
Not at all, because you won't know if you don't ask.
Okay, good.
So you'd be amazed at what you can call us and find out. Even if it's something we can't help you with, we can possibly provide you some information or refer you to a resource that can.
Okay. All right. What else do we need to know that we haven't touched on yet about contacting legal aid in this whole process?
I stated earlier, that we only deal with civil matters. I do not want anyone to think that if you have some cases, criminal cases on your background, we may be able to assist you with sealing that record. Okay. So call us to see. We can't assist with sealing felonies.
Okay.
But misdemeanors, we can. No traffic.
Yeah.
Misdemeanors.
What's a misdemeanor that we need sealed?
Public
intoxication?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There's a lot of misdemeanors.
There are. I need to just look that up.
Yeah.
So can I call you? Like, what are misdemeanors? What can you list for me all the misdemeanor charges available?
No.
That would be a good thing to Google.
And your record is public.
There's some advice there. Get on the Googles.
Yes.
But if somebody does have just a quick question, we do have a few different info lines.
Oh, yes.
We have one specific for housing questions. We call it our tenant information line.
Yes.
And so that's, if somebody just has a quick question about a housing issue, rental housing, their rights as a tenant, some just like a quickie question. Our tenant information line is 216-861-5955. And so that's a great way where callers can ask a quick question and get information about their rights.
Okay, awesome. We need to hear that more.
Yeah, so our tenant info line, 216-861-5955. And that's, again, for just a quick issue about a rental housing situation. That's a great way. We also have an info line kind of about economic justice focused issues. So if you have a question about a basic employment, unemployment, student loans, those kinds of economic issues, we have an economic info line, which is 216-861-5899. And those are great ways where, again, if somebody just has a quick question, they might not need to go through the whole intake process that Rausienne's been describing, but they can just get a little bit of information about their rights.
Is there a legal aid party line?
Ooh. No, but we should bring that back.
Yeah.
Do phones still do those?
I know there was one when I was a kid. I think it still exists in some form or fashion, but now it's mostly like group texts.
Yeah.
Yeah, group chats, stuff like that. Well,
I would like to encourage people to call us, even if we can't help you. Like, often we know from the beginning if we're able to accept your case, but I strongly encourage you to complete the intake process, because if we can't help you with this matter, if you're eligible, you may need us later on for something else, and at least now you know you're eligible for our services.
Okay.
So,
all right. So call Rausienne on her cell phone, 888-817-3777. Her cell phone at Legal Aid, 888-817-3777. Can we shout out the names of the other intake specialists real quick? Just give them some quick love.
Sure. We got Monique, Reggie, now Jasmine, Aaliyah, Kirsten,
Tracy,
Penny, Laura.
There's definitely some that we're missing.
Miss Valerie.
Yep.
That's our tenant information line.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe that's it.
Yeah, we've got a great crew of intake specialists.
Teresa and Lynette.
Okay.
Yep.
We have Spanish-speaking intake reps.
Right.
So we try to cover all bases.
Habla español?
Yeah.
Llame.
Yes, and we have translators available for other languages as well. So we do have translation services.
Right.
So don't let that be a barrier.
Right.
Yeah, we've got a great crew of intake specialists that work in our Cleveland office. We also have an office out in Ashtabula County.
Okay.
Heather.
Yep, Heather's out there. And we have an office in Lorain County as well where we have intake folks. So we cover 5 counties here in northeastern Ohio, and our intake team is a really critical part in helping people access our services.
Cool. Well, this has been a wonderful. Did you have a good time, Rausienne Broome?
I did. Enjoyed it.
I think we have just a minute. I need Rui to come up to the mic and say hello to the audience.
Oh, I would love to. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Look, what a great radio voice. Right. You better sit in that blue chair right now.
Making my debut.
Yes. So tell us just real quick who you are and what you're doing.
My name is Rui Harris. I'm a development associate who just joined Legal Aid, and I work with Laura Klingler.
Yeah.
I try to elevate our client stories.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. All right. Great to have you. Great to meet you. And hopefully we get to hear more from you in the coming time this year. Well, I just want to thank you, Laura, Rausienne, and Rui, for joining us today on the program. We got to get out of here, but Legal Aid is always available for you 24/7 online. Just go ahead and fill out that form, lasclev.org, or call during intake hours, 888-817-3777. That'll do it for us. Have a wonderful day, Cleveland.
Taught or told to never stop fighting, don't ever quit, just 'cause the rich get richer and the poor don't get. Excuse me, but I get so mad. Where could we have been? What could we have had? Yeah, It's time to lose those